community, Jeff here. It's contest time again. Yes, I know I've done nothing but a bunch of contest videos recently. I will be doing a collection video after this. Wanted to jump on board. This is for Beth over at Miss 80's Movies and Music. She just hit 250 subscribers. To check out the channel, link below for the video. I'm rambling onto this pretty fast because she wants to keep the videos under 5 minutes. She's having the contest. It's based on 250. 250. She wants to see a double feature, 2 movies that would be great as a double feature, 5 favorite albums, movies, music grails, Desert Island, 5 albums, stuff like that. And then 0, something with the 0 in the title. Song, album, movie, something along that line. So let's get right into this. Now, I want to show a handful, so double features. I'm looking at my movies, and I went back. I grabbed a couple different genres. I didn't know, there's so many movies that would be good together. If you're into war stuff, Gettysburg and Gods and Generals, great war epics of the American War between the states, which would be good together. If you're into history and war epics, Patriot and Braveheart, yes, they're both Mel Gibson, but 2 totally different time periods, 2 very patriotic type, Scotland, America, very, very good. And again, going back with the history and war motif, we've got Frank and Jesse and American Outlaws, which has also got like it's based around the Jesse James type thing. This one we got Ali Carter, Colin Farrell, Scott Conn, and then over here we got Rob Lowe and Bill Paxton and Randy Travis. Just excellent movies. Oh, and if I had to throw in a third feature for that, Ride with the Wind with Tobey Maguire and Jewel and Skeet Aldrich. Again, kind of along the Jesse James line. Great movie. I just remember these being great from some of those actors who went on to do great things, like Spider-Man. Anyway, 2 absolute. These are 2 movies that anytime I come on, if I'm flipping channels back in the day when these were on TV, I had to stop and watch them. Green Mile and Shawshank Redemption. Absolutely 2 of my favorite movies that I could just continue to watch forever and have probably watched them a dozen times. And then these are fun, and it may not be as well known to people, but A Mighty Wind and For Your Consideration. Both of these have pretty much the same cast of people, you'll notice, and both of them are from Christopher Guest, who is also one of the main guys in Spinal Tap, and all of the guys in Spinal Tap are in these. Just great stuff. There's a couple more in this whole Christopher Guest type feel, Waiting for Guffman, First in Show. A lot of the same cast, made a lot of movies like that. Again, and even Spinal Tap, a lot of the same people. It's just great. Those are absolutely my favorite because Spinal Tap's one of my favorites. All right, jumping into 5 records. Now, these are just 5 favorites, and I could change my mind in 5 minutes. I looked through my list, and I tried to limit myself to just music of the 80s, which is tough. I literally could probably change my channel to Mr. 80s Movies and Music. Even though I don't talk as much about movies, I probably could. I am into it too. It's just, and music, I'm an 80s kid. I'm an 80s hard rock and metal, hair, makeup, pop, all of that from the 80s. So it's really tough, but I limited myself to the 80s just to make it easier because I can find a lot of albums that maybe I love right now. All right, so Van Halen, Fair Warning. Great album, one of my favorites. Iron Maiden, Power Slave. Saw this tour, absolutely love this album. Epic, lots of great stuff on that. One of my favorite when it comes into the Kiss albums, Creatures of the Night is going to be one of those ones that I'm going to gravitate towards listening to. Stripers, Yellow and Black Attack, absolutely still one of my favorites. Broke me into getting into the whole Christian hard rock and metal scene, still one of my favorites. Rage of Angels, one of my absolute favorite melodic metal albums, period, of all time. And then for the last question, it was something with the 0. I got the 0 Demos by Van Halen. But also throwing in Tom Petty. This is a recent Record Store Day. Was it Record Store Day I released? Yeah, it was. And there's a song in here called 0 from Outer Space. Anyway, I had a bunch of zeros I could choose from. I went with those. That's all for now. Check out Beth's channel. Link below. Keep your video under 5 minutes. And I will see you later. Rock on and rock hard.